You know, this is one of those occasions, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm more interested in our next guest on politics than I am on the stock market rally. Because who's with us? We told you earlier, Eric Trump. Welcome to the show, Eric.
Well, Brian couldn't have done any better. I mean, that was good. That was incredible. I mean,
that was good, yeah.
And by the way, that's totally discounting the trillions of dollars that are coming back into the country because of the repatriation. That's totally discounting the fact that so many other people don't want to invest around the world because they don't trust so many of the countries around the world and they believe in the security of America. So when you actually...
He's more bullish than you are.
...put earnings reports with those other things, we're going to have an awesome year.
Okay.
We are doing everything right.
I got to ask you about that so-called medical press conference yesterday. The reporters accused your dad of dementia, obesity. Does he wear dentures? How much ice cream he eats? On and on it went. How much sleep does he get? Is he an early riser? How come he's in such good health? Is he really in such good health? I mean, what's it like when your own father, who you know very, very well, his mental health is questioned?
Who's an incredible man, who is sharp as a tack.
Yeah, well, how did you feel? You were watching that.
You know
how did you feel?
I was looking at the room, and I remember half of those characters in that room, meaning the press corps, and they were traveling around on the campaign with us. Right? Many of the people who are in that press room right now were on the campaign. They were traveling around. And he'd be on his 6th speech of the night, or the 7th speech, you know, of the day. He'd gone to 4 different states, and they were trying to keep up. And they would be in the back corner, half sleeping on a backpack, right, because he had run them into the ground. And they weren't the ones up on stage in front of 30,000 people giving a speech, right? I mean, they were just following him and just reporting on him, and they were run to the ground. And by the way, there's not a single one of them. There's not a single one of them that would deny that. They were living off of Red Bull. They were living off of 5-hour energy. And they're the same people who are questioning his health. I mean, the man is unbelievable. He is the Energizer Bunny. He is incredible. I joke all the time that I've never seen him have a cold.
Well, how much sleep does he actually get? What is it? 4 or 5 hours?
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours, and that's all he needs. But, I mean, the man's incredible. You see his energy levels. You think you could perform like that if you weren't... You know, if you were, quote-unquote, using their term, sync. But
it must be good, though, that you've got good genes, too.
It's a race to the bottom with these people. And you hear what Brian just said, right? With, you know, he predicts the stock market to be 28,000, 29,000. All these great things are happening in America. You know, almost $8 trillion of wealth have been added to this country. Unemployment's the lowest it's ever been. African-American unemployment's the lowest it's ever been. The military is getting rebuilt. The vets are being taken care of. I mean, consumer confidence is an all-time high. Jobs are coming back to this country. I mean, I could go on and on and on. And you have somebody asking if the man enjoys a McDonald's cheeseburger like every other American. I mean, it's insanity. I mean,
But your father's demeanor in office, the language he uses, the tweets he puts out, his occasional harshness, his combative personality.
People voted for that. People don't want
to... Doesn't it hurt him politically?
I don't know. You know what? I actually think it might help him politically. And I mean that sincerely. People didn't vote for a PC, perfect, squeaky clean candidate. They didn't. They wouldn't have elected him if they did. People voted for somebody who will actually get things done, who actually delivers on his promises, as he has done the entire year. He's had the most remarkable year. Everything that he said he was going to do, everything that he said was going to happen has actually happened.
Will you never, will he never be reined in?
I don't know. Will he once in a while use maybe
have you ever tried?
A foul word?
Yeah,
but that's all of us.
But have you ever tried? Have you ever sort of said, Dad?
Stuart, the notion...
Mr. President?
The notion that every person in this country lives in La La Land, in Candyland, and, you know, No, I mean... He didn't run on being a perfect PC candidate. He's the first one to acknowledge that. That's what's made Trump Trump. I mean, that's what makes him the endearing person who's not...
I'm going to press. You're his son. You must spend a lot of time with your dad, the President of the United States. Have you never said to him, you know, Dad?
Yeah, probably
maybe we could have done this differently.
Stuart, I'm sure I have, and I'm sure I have multiple times.
What was his response?
But you know what? That's the guy. The guy's larger than life. He's incredible in every way. He's done an unbelievable job. He delivers on promises, and yeah, once in a while he might be a little bit on PC, but honestly, that's why you had 30,000 people showing up at rallies versus so many of the other candidates that were on the exact same stage who couldn't draw a crowd of 4. I mean, it's what makes him the person he is.
Well, you know, your dad, the President of the United States, tweets me occasionally, using my name occasionally. Is he going to keep doing that? And can we use that as an excuse to invite him on the show?
Well, you know what? I tweeted you a couple of days ago, and first of all, he loves you. And listen, you report the actual facts. You report when the market's doing incredibly well. You report when big companies are giving dividends to all of their employees. You report. I mean,
well, look, I'm very much a supporter of your dad's growth program, the growth agenda, because I think it'll produce prosperity, and I think prosperity is the glue that binds us together. I would ask him to rein in the tweets a little bit, not about me, but some of the other stuff.
Definitely not the tweets about you, right?
No. Oh, keep it flowing, please.
Yeah, no.
Eric, it was a pleasure, and we thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much. Great being with you as always.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good luck, sir.